Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cheyenne, and in this video today I'm going to be talking about how to connect and channel your spirit guides. And I'm so excited to do this video. It's a topic that I'm very passionate about. Obviously all spiritual topics I am, and you'll see plenty more of that coming to my channel, but this one in particular I'm very passionate about because for me personally, I know it took me quite a long time to be able to connect and channel my spirit guides really good, but now I feel like I'm at the point where I can channel them and communicate with them really quickly and really efficiently, that I can help you guys with being able to channel and communicate with your spirit guides fast, because I know it can be a struggle, I know it can be hard. It was definitely hard for me, so I'm just hoping that what I'm going to say in this video can help you and everything like that, because I feel like I'm quite good at it now and I want to share that with you guys. So yeah, so a little bit about spirit guides. What are spirit guides? I feel like a lot of people talk about that. They will automatically be like, I don't believe in spirit guides, which is totally fine. Everyone has their own opinions and beliefs, but I know firsthand from me, I know spirit guides are real and you can communicate with them. So pretty much what are spirit guides? Spirit guides are obviously angels, and they're here to offer us guidance, protection, and to just help us with our life journey and our life purpose. They're not here to scare us, to do any harm to us. They're just here to improve our life, and they're here to give us information on how we should go about our life better, and just bring guidance to us mainly, and protection obviously. So yeah, that's pretty much what spirit guides are. Everyone has a spirit guide. Spirit guides have been with you since you were born, so they've always been with you whether you knew it or not. And normally you have a couple spirit guides. You don't just have one, you have quite a few, so they're always around us. Sometimes spirit guides can also be past loved ones. So for example, if you have a past loved one and they pass away, they can choose to become spirit guides, and some of them will be. So some of the spirit guides that you do have, it might be your grandma, your grandpop, people like that, your nana. They can also be spirit guides too, but obviously spirit guides are also just people who we don't know, and that's totally fine, but they have always been here to protect us and to offer us guidance and everything like that. So that's what spirit guides are. They aren't scary. If you choose not to believe in them, that's totally fine, but I know from firsthand that they are actually real. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how to connect and channel your spirit guides. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to say, if I could say anything about this video, if I could say this is the topic you need to take away and practice, it would be this one. So the number one thing that helped me personally in terms of connecting to my spirit guides was candle magic. The candle magic has always been around. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it enough, but candle magic is such a big one in my opinion. It was the thing that helped me the most connect and channel my spirit guides. So that's why I'm going to talk about a lot, and it's something that I feel like it will help a lot of people, and candle magic in general is really good. So pretty much for me personally, what you do is get a candle. Doesn't matter what candle it is, doesn't have to be fancy, whatever, but it has to be the colour purple. For me personally, colour purple is what worked the best. And the reason why I'm saying the colour purple is because obviously different colours have different properties and different powers, and that goes even with the colours that we wear. For example, I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing the colour red. And the reason why I want to wear the colour red today is because, you know, I was feeling very confident, very driven, and especially because I knew I was going to film the YouTube video, I wanted to feel like that in my video and bring that across. So that's why I decided to wear the colour red. And I use colour theory a lot in everything that I do, and obviously colour theory definitely applies to candle magic 100%. So what you want to do, you want to get a purple candle, because the colour purple, when you think about it, and relating to candle magic, it's all about wisdom, it's all about your crown chakra, it's all about connecting to spirituality, a high consciousness, obviously the higher realms, very mystic, magical. It's all about those things. So that's why you want to use a purple candle, because in my opinion it's the best candle in order to connect with your spirit guides. Obviously I know some people might use the colour blue because blue is about communication and stuff like that, but for me personally, I felt like the color purple was the best option, just because obviously I was trying to talk to my spirit guides, and obviously spirit guides are in a higher realm than us, and obviously it's like high consciousness, spirituality in general. That's why I was like, yeah, picking purple candle. So what you do is, for me personally, I'll tell you about my little story about it. So I picked out a purple candle, I lit the purple candle, I sat in my room. Make sure there isn't really any sound that's going to be involved. You want it to be very quiet so you can receive the messages that your spirit guides want to say to you. So that's what you want to do as well. So make sure your room is quiet. I did it at night. You can do it during the day, though maybe at first maybe do it at night, because I feel like you might be able to concentrate a bit better if people are like in the house making noises and stuff like that. But yeah, so what I did, I got a purple candle. It was like a long tapered one. It doesn't have to be tapered. It can be round. I lit the candle and it was a dark room, turned my light off, no sound, whatever. But the most important thing that I did is that I set the intention of wanting to communicate with my spirit guides. And that's another important thing too, because if you don't set an intention, and this goes with obviously connecting with your spirit guides, but this goes for anything in spirituality in general, it's all about the intention that you're setting. And if you're just going to light a purple candle and just sit there and expect something to happen, it's not going to work like that. I'm sorry. You have to set the intention of being like, you know, right now I want to connect with my spirit guides. That's what I'm trying to do. Set the intention of I'm going to connect with my spirit guides. I want to talk to my spirit guides. Talk to them as if you've already connected with them, being like, you know, I am connecting with my spirit guides. My intention is to connect with my spirit guides. Like I was saying, you will hear voices in your head that obviously aren't yours. They're spirit guides, but it took me a while to figure that out. But then obviously your spirit guides, they will use big words and they will talk in a different tone from you, and that's how you will know. So yeah, I remember I was sitting down, had my candle, obviously I had the intention of communicating with them, and I started hearing these voices in my head, and they were talking to me and they were giving me advice about different stuff, because I know at the time I think I was a bit sad about something and I just wanted some guidance, and I really wanted to communicate with them that night. And I did. I heard them talk to me, and I heard a lot of guidance that they were giving me that I knew it wasn't me or my intuition, it was the spirit guides, and it was something that I've never experienced before. It was amazing to hear that, you know, there is there is, you know, that being that's out there that is able to communicate with you and offer you guidance and support. So it was amazing to hear. How I pretty much process what they were saying is because I could like hear them talk, like I could physically hear it in my ears. But the biggest one too, like the words would pop up in my brain, and while that was happening, it's like I could hear their voice, and I also just got a feeling like they were here, like I could feel like someone was here. And that's personally my signs of how I knew they were there. I know some people can see spirit guides. Personally, that's not my strongest suit. My strongest suit is being able to like hear them, like when they talk, and I can like hear it in my head, and you know, just feeling like they're there and just getting the information in my head. That's my strongest suit. Not seeing them, but I know some people definitely can. But yeah, that's the biggest one. Candle magic is the biggest one, and it's the best one out of all the things I'm going to talk about in this video. So I highly suggest after you watch this video to do candle magic. Get the purple candle, light it, do it in a room or a place that is quiet and stuff like that, and set the intention, light the candle, make sure it's like going down pretty much the whole way, and you will hopefully hear them talk to you, because that is what they did to me, and it was a very surreal experience. And another thing also I wanted to mention, I forgot, when you are doing it, obviously do it in a place also where it would be easy to talk to them in general. So like even when you're finished your practice, do it in a place that like you could go back to and communicate with them, because in my opinion, spirit guides, for me, there's places where I can talk to my spirit guides a lot and it's easy to understand them, but there's other places in my house where I can't, and it's quite harder to communicate with them. For example, the best place and the easiest place for me to connect with my spirit guides is in my bedroom, especially in this corner of my room. You can't see at the moment, but it's this desk, and I've kind of made up this little altar. It's for my goddess Aphrodite, but obviously I speak to my spirit guides there, and it's just a very like spiritual little place I've made for myself. But that is the strongest where I can communicate with them and stuff like that. Obviously in other parts of the house I definitely can, but I do not get the messages as strong as I do if I'm sitting right here in the corner of my room. So what I'm trying to say is have a dedicated space for when you talk to your spirit guides, because it's really going to build that bond with them. It's going to help you with being able to hear them better and everything like that. So that's the biggest thing too, as well. So yes, and as well as it being quiet, it definitely has to be quiet. If there's a lot of noise going around, it's kind of hard to hear, and it will get like muddled up and you'll get confused with like, oh my god, is this my spirit guide talking to me or is it just me? So yeah, that's the biggest thing I did want to say as well. But candle magic, definitely number one go-to. I feel like it will help a lot of you guys, so please tell me if it does, or if you get any sort of messages at all, because seriously, biggest thing, it helped me. So yes. And the next thing I want to talk about, I have my little book here by the way, like all the little notes, so if I'm looking over here, that's why. The next thing I want to talk about, number 2, is meditations. Meditations is definitely a good one too if you're starting off connecting and channeling your spirit guides. Meditations to spirit guides aren't something that I personally do a lot of now, but there's they are things that definitely help a lot. So pretty much what you want to do is type up like meditation music on YouTube, but then type in obviously connecting to my spirit guides, stuff like that. And for me personally, again, I'll talk about my own personal experiences so you can get the idea of like how I did this and how you can add it into your routine and stuff like that. So I remember when I did it, a main event that stands out to me is when I went on YouTube, typed up meditation music, how to connect to your spirit guides, all that cool stuff. I picked a meditation. Sometimes it might take you a while to decide on one that you really like. If you're doing it for a bit and you're like, no, this isn't resonating with me, pick another one, because sometimes it can take a bit to resonate with it. And definitely, I think, check the comments of the YouTube video as well and see if people have also had experience connecting with their spirit guides, because that's also going to help as well. But what I did is I found a meditation music that I like on my phone. I laid down on the floor. You can sit up as well, but I just felt like, because it was more like a visualization meditation, it was about like being able to see them, I was like, I'm gonna lie down, because I just feel more comfortable doing that. So I was laying down on the ground and I closed my eyes, and while I was listening to it for a bit, obviously I didn't see anything at first, but while I was laying down for a bit, closed my eyes meditating, I saw these wings, and they were like these kind of white golden like angel wings, and I saw them like appear in front of me like this, I don't know, this movement in front of my face, and obviously my eyes were closed. It was like a black background and just these like golden like wings, white wings appeared in front of me, and I was like, oh my god, I can tell that's them, and I could just feel it around me as well. And then while I was closing my eyes too, I saw this kind of like figure while I was closing my eyes that was next to me, and they were kind of like, it was kind of like the like outline of like some sort of figure, and it was like white, and obviously I could tell that was like my spirit guides like trying to like come in as well. So definitely when you are doing a meditation, definitely you could be able to hear them, they could talk to you, stuff like that. That can definitely happen. But I feel like meditations, in my opinion, are great if you're trying to at least see something, you know what I mean? And I know at first you might think, oh my god, my eyes are playing tricks on me, I'm just making up these colors and shapes in my head, and I understand that, because obviously we can do that. But while I was laying down, I knew that, you know, it was them coming through, because, you know, if I were to just close my eyes randomly and put in a meditation, I'm not just randomly going to picture angel wings or this figure next to me. That normally doesn't happen. That was the first time that's ever happened. So meditations are great if you really want to see what your spirit guides look like and just feel them around you, because you'll definitely feel it, or you'll get goosebumps or something. So it's great in that regard if you want to see what they look like, in my opinion. So yeah, meditation, great. Find a reliable source. Obviously check the comments if you'd like. Find a comfortable position. Again, make sure it's in a room that's quiet. For a lot of these things, you've got to make sure you're in a place that's quiet, because if you're not, it's going to be quite hard to connect with them, in my personal opinion. So make sure wherever you are, it is quiet. Whether you be sitting up, laying down, whatever, standing up, close your eyes and just really relax. That's a big thing too. You have to be relaxed. You can't be afraid. And I know for a bit I was afraid, because I was like, I'm kind of a little bit scared to see them if they were to pop up in front of me. But I kind of just let that go and just was like, you know, closing my eyes, really laying down and being like, okay, I want to see them. I'm not going to be afraid of them. I know they're not going to hurt me or anything like that. And I know they're only going to show themselves to me if I allow them to and give them permission. Because also spirit guides in general, obviously they are all around you, but they aren't just going to come out the blue and show themselves to you or talk to you if you haven't given them permission and if you're scared. Like, that is not how they work. That's not going to happen. So even with the candle magic as well, you got to make sure that you're not afraid. That's the biggest thing too with your spirit guides. Got to make sure you aren't afraid. And I know it can be hard at first. It definitely can be, but it's just going to help build your relationship with them. So while I was meditating, and while you meditate in general, just don't be afraid, because it's going to help a lot with communicating with them. But yeah, meditation, it's a big one. It's great if you want to see them. Another thing I personally recommend when you're starting off connecting and communicating with your spirit guides. Okay, and what's the third one? The third one that I'm going to be talking about is music divination. This one, I feel like maybe people would already do a bit, but music divination is also a great one to connect and communicate with your spirit guides, because when you think about it, spirit guides can also communicate with us and spirits in general and ghosts through technology. Technology is such a big one. It's a powerful tool, and you know, our spirit guides can connect with us through music. So for example, I don't know if you guys have done this before, maybe it's a thing that I just do with my friends, but sometimes I'll go on Spotify, right? And I'll set an intention in my head or ask them a question. And I'll be like, okay, spirit guides, how will my day go today? And I go shuffle, and whatever song comes on is the message that they are trying to deliver to me today, and the message that I need to hear. And I find this like pretty accurate when I'm doing music divination and asking my spirit guides a question, because it does work and it's quite easy. Obviously sometimes it isn't always going to be accurate, because sometimes, you know, the intention isn't fully there, or maybe you're in an environment where there's a lot of noise. So it sometimes isn't always going to be accurate, but normally for me it definitely is. And it's crazy because, you know, it's just amazing that spirit guides can connect to us through music, and I find that such a crazy thing. Spirit guides can also communicate through us through books as well. That's another thing too. Like for example, when you get a book and you're flicking the pages and just set the intention of being like, whatever quote comes up is the quote I need to hear today, and normally spot on as well. I remember one time I was like to my spirit guides, what is a quote that I needed to hear right now? And it was a quote about confidence, and it was a quote that I needed to hear because I was at the time really struggling with my confidence. And it's funny because everything that was said on the page, it was everything that I generally needed to hear, and it resonated with me so much because I was struggling with my confidence. So you can also do it with books as well, but I feel like the main one I want to talk about in this video is music divination, because I feel like obviously everyone listens to music, it's very easy, and obviously technology, easy for spirits and spirit guides to access. So yeah, next time you're on your phone, you're looking at Spotify, whatever, you know, close your eyes, set the intention of being like, okay, spirit guides, how is my day gonna go? Describe it in a song. And then go shuffle, and whatever song comes on, that is how your day is meant to go. That's how your day is meant to go. And also, when you are listening to the song, I highly suggest that you also look at the lyrics. It's really easy to just, you know, do that shuffle and, you know, just hear the song and you're like, actually, this isn't resonating for me. But if you really look at the lyrics and you listen to it the whole way through, you will find maybe answers in there that you've been needing to hear. So definitely when you are doing this, make sure to listen to the whole song, look at the lyrics and being like, okay, yeah, this is resonating with me. Not just hearing the song and being like, oh no, I don't think this is very true. So definitely when you are doing music divination, look up the lyrics, listen to the song the whole way through, and just see if it resonates. For me personally, it's a big one that does resonate quite a lot. Obviously, like I said, sometimes it's not going to work just because maybe the intention isn't there. Maybe you're around a lot of people and just didn't work, and just sometimes, you know, it's harder to connect with them some days, and that's totally fine. But for me personally, it normally works quite a lot. It's very easy to do, and that's something that is easy to do, and it helps build your trust and just channel your spirit guides. So that's why I'm saying music divination is another one that can help you communicate and channel your spirit guides, because it's like building that trust. It's something that's easy to do and it's fun. Obviously, like I've said with all the other things I've mentioned, don't have fear when you do it, but it's something that's easy and it's fun. It's really easy to just quickly build that relationship and connection with your spirit guides. So that's another one of my personal experiences of what I want to say. So yes. Another one that I want to talk about, okay, these kind of go hand in hand. Some of this stuff too, like my spirit guides have told me, Cheyenne, this is a good thing too, and put it in my YouTube channel. So a lot of these are obviously from my personal experiences, but also some of it might be quite new to me because my spirit guides have also just said, Cheyenne, add this in because this is also helpful. Another thing that is also great to help channel and communicate with your spirit guides is obviously dancing, singing, moving your body in general. And I know that's one that my spirit guide said, and I was like, why is movement such a big thing? And they were telling me because it opens up your soul. And when you think about it, it's true, because music in general, it's great for the heart chakra. Singing is good for the heart chakra and the throat chakra combined. But movement and being free, it helps open your soul up. Do you see how that's true? Because it's like you're relaxed, you're having fun. And I feel like when your spirit guides see you having fun and relaxed, they're probably like, okay, I can probably talk to them now a bit better because they aren't on edge, they aren't scared, you know, they're just relaxing. And obviously movement is great too, gets the energy moving around, stuff like that. So that's another reason for how to connect with your spirit guides, and it's easy to do. And I'm glad my spirit guides did mention this because it's something that I can do more as well. But yeah, movement's a great thing to help connect with your spirit guides because it opens up the heart chakra, opens up your soul, and they can just, you know, come into you more easily because you aren't scared. You're singing, you're dancing, you're having fun. That's what they want to see as well. So that's another thing that helps connect and channel your spirit guides a lot. So that's a great one, and I'm happy that my spirit guides told me this so I could say it to you guys. So yeah. Oh my god, I literally saw, like, I swear, like a little orb flying around just then. Might have been a piece of dust, but I swear it was like so it might have been an orb in my opinion. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about, yes, I think it's the last thing, is obviously praying and asking for signs. Yeah, okay, praying and asking for signs. That's the last one I want to talk about. Obviously, I think people sometimes take obviously praying in the wrong way. They go, oh my god, Shine, that's such a religious thing. Why would I want to pray to my spirit guides or pray that they talk to me? That's such a religious thing. That's like talking to God. I don't believe in that. And that's totally fine and stuff like that. I understand what you're talking about. But praying and just in general, asking your spirit guides for signs and being open is such a big thing too on how to connect with them. It's such a big thing because obviously you hear people being like, pray to God, pray to Jesus, I don't know, stuff like that. But it's something that works a lot too, even with your spirit guides, like praying to them, being like, hey spirit guides, you know, I'm really going through a hard time at the moment. If you guys are here, can you please show me like a blue butterfly? Or for example, if you're out in public and you're in the car, another great thing that I do personally as well with my spirit guides is, you know, I'll be like to my spirit guides, should I stay in tonight or should I go home? And I'll do it with the cars, and I'll do it with the colors of the cars, and I'll be like, okay, if I should go out tonight, show me a blue car, but if I should stay in tonight, show me a yellow car. And obviously you can do it with more complex colors, because I know a lot of people might be like, oh my god, Cheyenne, like that's so basic, there's so many red cars and blue cars on the road. Well, maybe try it with a color that you don't see. Try it with the purple car, pink car, I don't know, iridescent car, something rainbow, because you will normally get those answers come through. And it's such an easy thing to do, but it's about asking for signs. And obviously our spirit guides will give us signs, we just have to ask for them. We can't just sit here and mope around and be like, oh my god, they aren't talking to me, they just obviously don't exist. You have to give them permission, you have to ask them signs, that's what they're all about, and stuff like that. So like doing the car thing, that works personally, that works. You can do it with a color you don't normally see, like a purple car, and you will suddenly see all these purple cars because obviously they're going to deliver that to you. Because I know I've definitely done that before and I've gotten my answers. And obviously with animals too, because I know a lot of people might be like, oh well, you know, if I say asking my spirit guides and I say, oh my god, show me a dog, people might be like, oh my god, that's so basic. But if you're want to ask for a particular type of dog, and maybe it's one you don't see much, maybe chihuahuas, you don't really see them, they're quite small, and then maybe you'll see a picture of chihuahua come up. Like obviously you don't have to see them in real life, but you might get pictures of them pop up on your Instagram, or maybe when you're out somewhere. So it's all about also just asking for signs from your spirit guides. It's the biggest thing. It helps quite a lot, and I know that's something that I did quite a lot when I was first talking to my spirit guides. I would ask them for signs, I would pray to them, I'd be like, hey spirit guides, I really want to talk to you, I'm not scared, if you're here, please show me a blue butterfly, or something like that. And I remember one time I did that about something, I think to say like if they were here or if something was going to happen today to me. And then I remember outside and I saw like these 2 blue butterflies, and like for me that's personally quite rare, because you don't just see like blue butterflies just randomly flying everywhere. So it's like they are always here sorry, to help us. We just have to be open to them and give them access and allow them permission. But also while you do this as well, don't be scared. I know I've said it in all my things, but don't be scared as well when you're asking them for signs. I know it can be hard sometimes, but don't be scared, because you definitely will get your signs as well. When you're open to it is the biggest thing. When you're open to it, you'll see so many signs. And another thing that I also quickly want to touch base on, another thing that I also want to talk about, kind of off topic but on topic at the same time, angel numbers. Obviously spirit guides also will obviously communicate with us in angel numbers, but I feel like angel numbers are something that has been very trendy for quite a while now and has gained a lot of popularity, and that's great. It's great to know that people have acknowledged the meaning and the importance of numbers, and how numbers have strong meaning and how they have purposes, because they do. Numerology is very important and it's very strong, and numbers have strong meanings, and not a lot of people know that, but they do. And it's something that I've recently figured out more, that like numbers have a strong meaning to them. So it's great that obviously when people see angel numbers they go, oh my god, 444, the angels are with me, I'm protected, which is great, which is true. But the reason why I don't want to talk about angel numbers in this video is because just because it is really just because angel numbers are really trendy at the moment and very popular, I just don't feel like it's something that a lot of people can connect with, because I know a lot of people just see it as it's just a number, it's just the time on the clock. So that's why I'm not going to talk about that, because I feel like sometimes if you're first starting out, maybe angel numbers is not something that you can really connect with straight away. if you just see a number, I know a lot of people are just going to see it as 444. They're not going to see it as a meaning behind it. So that's why I'm just regarding angel numbers and not saying it in general, because I know it's something that's very trendy at the moment, and I know a lot of people aren't going to resonate with seeing a number straight away. But obviously when you start to build that relationship with your spirit guides, obviously you will see more angel numbers, but you will understand the meaning of them a lot more, and you'll be able to be like, okay, my spirit guide has sent me this, or my spirit guides are with me, my angels are with me, and it's not just a random number that I'm seeing. So that's why I don't want to talk about angel numbers until you've really connected with your spirit guides. Obviously, yes, angel numbers do come in, but I'm not going to talk about it in this video because I feel like it's too popular now, and it's just something that I know a lot of people aren't going to resonate with. So I'm like, no, not going to talk about that. So yes, but these were all the things that I mainly want to talk about in this video with you today, guys. I hope I've covered all the topics. I feel like I have. Give me a second. Yeah, I feel like I have, and I hope I've explained them really well as well. I know sometimes I can talk very fast, but it's because I'm very passionate about everything that I say, and I hope that you can also see it a lot more in this video because I'm using my hands, talking a lot, it's the creativity coming out of me. But this is a topic that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I know I got the download of just being like, oh my god, I should do a YouTube video about like how to connect to your spirit guides and channel them, or it should be about how to build your intuition and how to make it stronger. But I was like, no, I think I should do spirit guides because I feel like that's something that I've mastered quite a bit now, and I know a lot of people don't communicate with their spirit guides or they find it hard. So I was like, okay, let's do one about spirit guides. That's cool, that's different. Not many people talk to spirit guides that I personally know of, and if I can give them helpful advice and tips, I'm like, that would be great for everyone. So I'm like, that's the next YouTube video that I'm doing. From obviously my last one being like what to expect from my channel, I was like, that's what I'm going to do next. So I really just hope you guys enjoy this video and you found it helpful in any shape or form. I just feel like talking to your spirit guides, it's so important, and it's so like helpful once you really have, you know, once you really have this strong connection with your spirit guides. Like it's awesome, and like you just feel like you aren't alone too as well. Because another thing that's also great with spirit guides is like, you know, when you get sad or upset, like you know that they're there and you can call on them in and you aren't entirely alone, and that's a great thing to think of as well. And they can give you guidance and give you positive messages when you're sad, and that's such an important thing as well. Because I know for me, I'm someone who used to get very sad quite a lot, just because I was a very emotional person. Obviously I still am an emotional person, but I don't like cry every day. I don't get upset about things like I used to. I also want to say that's probably definitely the Cancer moon and Cancer rising coming out, guys. But yeah, I used to get upset quite a lot about everything, just because I am obviously just very emotional, very sensitive. You need to know now, like, the times that I do get upset, and if you guys get upset too, you aren't alone. You have your spirit guides that you can call on in, and they can, you know, give you encouraging messages, talk to you while you're upset and crying. And definitely when I am like upset, they do come in, because I end up talking to them and they give me lots of encouraging messages. They tell me, Cheyenne, okay, I understand you're upset right now, but you know, you have to understand maybe that person was just projecting their feelings on you. Or you have to understand that, you know, it's not always going to be like this. I know sometimes you think it is, but it's not. They will just give you like encouraging messages like that are just really what you needed, and they just give you strength. That's another thing too. Spirit guides, when you're sad, they're going to give you strength of, you know, just being like, okay, I know I was sad, I know I was upset, but you know what? It's a new day, it's a new start. I'm gonna go on about my day and be positive, or just try and be positive, and you know that whatever happened isn't permanent. And obviously, you know, a lot of people just project their feelings onto you, and that's just how it is, but to not take it personally. So yeah, I feel like spirit guides are great when you're upset as well. That's just such a big one that I just wanted to quickly touch base on as well, because they've helped me a lot when I've been like sad or going through sad times. So spirit guides are great when it comes to you just being sad. They're always going to be there. You just have to call on them and listen to them and they'll be there. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please tell me in the comments below if it did. And like this video and subscribe, and like I said before in my last video, turn on the bell notifications so you are notified when I do post a YouTube video. I am going to try and post them more frequently. I'm sorry that I haven't. I still am obviously new to YouTube, and I do obviously still have the fear sometimes of posting a YouTube video, or just the act of actually filming a YouTube video is still quite a lot for me sometimes. So I apologize if the videos aren't coming out as quick as they should be. It's something that I am working on. Hope you guys appreciate this video and that you found it helpful. And if it did, tell me, let me know, because I would really love to know. And obviously with all these things in general, you might not be able to get the hang of it straight away, and that's totally fine. Just do it, like make it a daily practice to do, like maybe once a day, try and like connect with them, or if that's too much, maybe once a week, and do really intense work of like connecting with them, whether it be candle magic, whether it be meditations, whether it be with music divination, a movement, like moving your body just in general, so they can, you know, just know that you're happy, and so they know, okay, they're chill, I can talk to them. So like movement, singing, dancing, as well as just like praying to them, asking them for signs, because they will be here to help you. It just sometimes takes a while to build a relationship with them, but I feel like the time that it takes to build a relationship, like I was saying, the time that it takes to build a relationship with your spirit guides has a lot to do with like your levels of if you're scared or not to communicate with them. For me, for a while, I was scared to communicate with them, and I also just had the disbelief that, you know, maybe they aren't really a thing, and maybe they aren't really communicating with me. Maybe it's just my brain making this up. So definitely how long it's going to take you to communicate with your spirit guides is due to if you're scared of them, like generally like if you're terrified, or the belief of being like, oh my god, they aren't real, they aren't here. So if you have those two beliefs, it's gonna, you know, take a bit longer. But once you have gotten over those beliefs and you're like, okay, well, they are real, I'm not scared of them, I know they're here to give me guidance, protect me, and just be a part of my life journey, then I know I can connect with them better. So that's definitely what you want to do. But yeah, I just really hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I just can't wait to make more topics about this in general, because I'm very passionate about a lot of spiritual videos and spiritual topics. As you can tell, I'm just very like, oh my god. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But like I said, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification, comment if you liked this video or if you found it helpful in any shape or form. If I have any videos of me during the times doing the candle magic or stuff like that, I might put it in the video. I'm not sure if I do though, so I'm sorry if I don't. And I'll also try and like find some good meditations as well, and remember the one that I did use, and maybe try and put that in the comments for you guys as well, so it's a bit more helpful. But yeah, all the tips, they're all great and they work, so I just hope you guys get some benefit out of them. But yeah, I can't wait to see you in my next video, guys. Thanks so much for watching and for all the support and love. I truly appreciate it so much. And I just can't wait to see you in my next video. I think my next video might be on my divine feminine makeup look that I'm doing, and that's really exciting. I'm not entirely sure what the video is going to be yet, but it's something to do with that in my opinion. It might not be, don't quote me, don't hold me accountable for that, but I think it might be Divine Feminine, which is coming next, so that's pretty exciting. It's something that I've been wanting to do for ages, and it's a makeup look, so I know all you guys are going to be excited. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. Your support means the world to me, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye guys.